This is a way to keep G4 TV alive. And please be courteous and watch through the whole video. Thank you very much. And enjoy. Hello everybody and happy 420. Yeah, it's April 20th. I know it's been a long hiatus. Yeah, I know that it's been a long hiatus for me, but it's been worth it. I mean, everything was happening with the WWE, AEW, and especially what's happening with G4 today, as I'm about to tell you right now, first of all. Well, what you see right here is that G4 finally made their first ever post. Their first post ever since it's been a year and a half, ever since their second shutdown. Means that they're still like clinging on to G4 TV. And besides, we never stopped playing. Yeah, it's true about G4. They never stopped playing. And as being a part of that, we never will. We never stopped playing when it comes to G4 TV. Like I said, they made their first ever post. It's been a year and but the first time ever in a year and a half. And today is April 20th. Because everybody loves saying the same thing. It's 420. I don't smoke this stuff. I know what that's all about. To most people, that's like the day of smoking pot. So yeah, because that's how I found out about 420 from G4. I was serving the channel, and I decided to watch something on G4. That's when it says Happy 420 on the network. Hell, even X-Play in the back of the show was doing 420 specials. Especially Code Monkeys, the animated series that looks like a video game, like an 8-bit video game. Which is pretty awesome. Hope it comes back, and hopefully on Comedy Central. For WWE, it's been one hell of an April today. I mean, well, for this month of April. Because, with WrestleMania, for Roman Reigns, his reign as champion has finally come to an end. Thank God. I couldn't bear to last for another year of seeing Roman Reigns win again. I mean, having the championship for about a year is okay, but having it for almost 2 years, it's completely insane. I thought things were going to get problematic on night 2 since Roman and The Rock won at night 1 of WrestleMania, which meant that Roman was going to be having bloodline rules, which meant like no rules at all. Which means members of the bloodline could help him. And this was actually Cody Rhodes' second chance to try and be the champion. Hell, he won the Royal Rumble the second time around. But luckily for the bloodline rules, it also worked for Cody, because he also managed to get help. Because apart from Roman getting help from Solo and Jimmy, I mean, Jay went to go get payback. Jay Uso, Jimmy's brother, went to go give him more payback again, like he did at night 1 of WrestleMania. But night 2 was the best one ever. I'll tell you more about WrestleMania again later on, but yeah. But yeah, Cody managed to finally win it all with thanks from John Cena and The Undertaker. And with Seth Rollins, who also went into his old Shield persona. But Roman struck him before he can actually do any damage. After all that, Cody managed to give Roman 3 more crossroads. Yeah, that's his signature move. He managed to give Roman 3 more of that move 3 more times. And he finally managed to finish his story. It was really awesome. Like, he had friends and family there, his mother, his stepdad. Pretty awesome. Alright. Well, luckily the aftermath of WrestleMania was pretty good. and surprising as well. So yeah, anyway, with WrestleMania, uh, and night one was pretty much more good. I mean, the undisputed tag team championships were just were that they were defended in a ladder match, which was pretty awesome. First time ever in about 10 years, ever since the Money in the Bank ladder match. Yeah, but with the tag team ladder match, both sets of titles were defended. Because you know there was the tag team championships for Raw and the tag team championships for SmackDown. Yeah, the first ones who won were Grayson Waller and Austin Theory from SmackDown, and the ones for Raw was from R-Truth and The Miz. Yeah. And then yeah, that was pretty awesome. Then with the Intercontinental Championship, that was way more surprising. Because mostly it was because of Gunther, who was the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion for over 600 days. And the opponent was Sami Zayn. You know, I thought that match would last over like 10 minutes when it comes to Gunther, because he saw almost everybody. Jey Uso, Drew McIntyre, even Chad Gable. But with Sami Zayn, he definitely did not give up. I guess fighting Gunther reminded him of fighting Roman. he gave Gunther the high kick about 3 times that I know, and he won the Intercontinental Championship, ending Gunther's reign. Yeah, Gunther's reign ended first before Roman's, and this was on night 1. Oh yeah, Rhea Ripley defended her Women's World Championship successfully against the man Becky Lynch. Boy, that was pretty. But with Bayley fighting against her former friend Io Sky, that was way more awesome, because Bayley managed to defeat Io Sky and is now the WWE Women's Champion. Yes, yeah. Well, first Io Sky became the champion after winning her Money in the Bank contract at Money in the Bank contract at Money in the Bank. But she managed to cash it in at SummerSlam and became the new Women's Champion until WrestleMania 40, in which Bayley defeated her. This was pretty good. Bayley did not want to give up. But Rhea Ripley, she was the Women's World Champion, but due to getting injured, she had to vacate the Women's World Championship, and I think it might be defended at a Women's Battle Royale on Monday at Raw. You know, Monday Night Raw, with a women's version of Battle Royale. I haven't seen one like that in a long time. Not in about 12 years, I think. But yeah, WrestleMania was pretty awesome about that time. Give it a 10 out of 10. One thing I can tell you was really awesome was Drew McIntyre. Well, Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. Seth Rollins was the World Heavyweight Champion. Well, he was the World Heavyweight Champion until Drew McIntyre defeated him. But things were a little different because McIntyre went at CM Punk's face because during that time he was commentating during the match. But you know, Drew McIntyre showed the bait of CM Punk's face. You know, showed him off. Then CM Punk jumps from behind and attacks McIntyre with his arm brace. You know, CM Punk is currently injured. Like, he torn his left triceps. I mean, his left triceps was injured once, but now it was his left triceps. He's still on the cover of Healing, but he promises he's going to go after Drew McIntyre probably during the summer at SummerSlam. So, so, so anyway, after CM Punk attacked Drew McIntyre, I guess he finally came with his Money in the Bank contract. Damian Priest. I thought he was going to go after the WWE Championship, but luckily he went for the World Heavyweight Championship, in which he successfully did against Drew McIntyre. And Drew McIntyre's World Championship reign was only 5 minutes. I think that was pretty more awesome. Oh, boy. So yeah, after all of that, Cody Rhodes is the WWE Undisputed Champion, and Damian Priest, the World Heavyweight Champion, which is pretty awesome, a new era for WWE. And speaking of new eras, there are finally new tag team championship belts. Yeah, like for the Miz and R-Truth, they got new tag team championship belts, and once again finally the World Tag Team Champions. And look at the belts right there. Look at that solid gold, pretty awesome, and more round. As for Grayson Waller and Austin Theory, they also had new tag team championships themselves on new title belts. They were almost way more gold and more awesome, like a revamped version of the classic ones that were used during the Attitude Era. Yeah, see what I mean? That was way more awesome. Like, oh my god. They do look pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, way better than the World Tag Team Championships. So I'm glad to use those names again. Glad they finally opened their eyes for that one. So yeah, WrestleMania is over and done with. But now next month it's going to be Backlash. That's the pay-per-view for WWE. And guess what? It's going to be in France. So apparently everybody watch out, because there might be a time change. It might start at 11 a.m. or at noon during that day. I forgot what the day was. But yeah, Backlash is going to be at France, and it's going to be on a different time. And it's on Peacock. Well, anyway, that's not the only championship I want to talk about. I think we're about like a week or two away for the WWE Speed Championship. I guess they're trying to copy something from TNA Wrestling, because TNA has their digital media championship, and I see WWE trying to do the same thing. And with the WWE Speed Championship, the matches are 3 minutes, and I don't mean like having three 3-minute matches. It's just one match, and it lasts 3 minutes. The superstars who are wrestling have to do what they can, trying to defeat either opponent under the 3-minute limits. So I'll get back to you on that later on, probably next week, for the official WWE Speed Championship, because I'm wondering what the belt's going to look like either way. Like, yeah, there's no description of what the championship title belt is going to look like. Like, I know the name WWE Speed Championship, but yeah. Okay, well, enough about that. Here's what's coming up tomorrow. It's coming up tomorrow at 4/21, April 21st, and that is AEW Dynasty. Yeah, that's the debut of their new pay-per-view for all Elite Wrestling. And the real main event is Samoa Joe against Swerve Strickland. So Strickland has another chance of being the AEW World Champion. And it's more like a 50-50 chance for either the current champion Samoa Joe or Swerve Strickland. Because, that's what I think. I mean, Joe was pretty awesome about defeating MJF, but who knows? Swerve Strickland might have a chance. I'm not going to say he's going to lose, but Swerve's not going to give us without a fight. Even if Samoa Joe actually puts him in a submission sleeper hold. But now there's one more thing I'm going to talk about. the AEW World Tag Team Championship, and it's once again a rematch. Like a few, like it's been 9 months ever 9 months ever since AEW All In at London, but now it's a rematch. FTR against Jackson Brothers, Matt and Nick. Yeah, because right now the AEW Tag Team Championships are both vacated because after seeing Darby Allin with the last champions, but since Sting retired after that day, the championships were vacated. And besides, Darby Allin did that for Sting, but it was pretty awesome. I mean, who knows if Darby Allin will get a chance to do it again? Okay, so FTR against the Jackson Brothers. Either one of them wins, one of them will be the three-time tag team champions. I'm hoping it will be FTR, but but some people say that the Jackson Brothers might win because they have a friend that they wanted to bring back to AEW, and now I can tell you the infamous scenario. The one I call infamous sometimes, like Jack Perry. He now calls himself the scapegoat. He's not the Jungle Boy anymore. Yeah. It's ever since that phrase Jack Perry said to CM Punk when he lost the FTW Championship, Crimea River. He even showed that sign when he was making his entrance at Windy City Riot for New Japan Pro Wrestling, which he's currently signed on to. He did lose, but some people cheered, some people booed at him because it was in Chicago, and guess who was born and raised in Chicago? CM Punk. Now they tried to up the ante for Jack Perry's. They tried to up the ante for Jack Perry's return, since they finally saw the footage of that the backstage scenario with him and CM Punk. But Jack Perry was the one who made the line and started in the first place. But if he does something to screw FTR, then I'm not gonna. I'm not really a fan of Jack Perry anymore. I liked it when it was just the Jungle Boy and Jurassic Express. But who knows what might happen tomorrow. So apart from that, I hope FTR has a chance of being a three-time tag team champion. Okay, so for AEW Dynasty, there was also the pre-show, and guess what's going to happen? The Acclaimed, who are the AEW World Trio Champions, because Billy Gunn, the one Billy Gunn it's with the Acclaimed, and they are the AEW World Trio Champions, but they're also fighting with the Bullet Club Gold. I think it's Austin. It's Jay White and Austin and Colton Gunn. Billy Gunn's boys. They're his sons. Yeah, they're Bullet Club Gold, and right now they're the Ring of Honor 6-man tag team champions. It's going to be a winner take all for that championship match. And that's pretty awesome. I haven't seen anything like that since Forbidden Door. When FTR went ahead against two other tag teams. It was for both the New Japan Pro Wrestling Tag Team Championships and the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions. But right now this is AEW Dynasty, and it's for a winner take all for the AEW Trio Championship and the Ring of Honor 6-man Tag Team Champions. 3 against 3. That is pretty cool. I like the winner take all, but I do not like the unifications. Because you can't just replace 2 belts with 1. Besides, there's nothing wrong with being loaded with gold. I mean, come on, it would be pretty awesome to have 2 sets of belts. I mean, FTR can pull it off. They did it with three belts. So why can't the Acclaim? I'm all in for the Acclaim. I'm really loving that. And besides, their trio championships are not that bad, especially with the designs they look like. The scissor me belts. That's how it is with the straps. Plus, we also got some. Plus, those are real good wrestling matches during on AEW Dynasty. There was once. Right now there is. Tomorrow there's going to be Bryan Danielson against Will Ospreay. He signed into AEW about a month ago, and so far he's fought he fought John Moxley, he fought Chris Jericho, and now he's going to fight Bryan Danielson. I mean, that was a pretty awesome match. I've seen Bryan Danielson fight, with Will Ospreay, he's working his way up to the top with the rankings. Can't wait to see him in action later on tomorrow night. So and apart from that, there's Chris Jericho against Hook. And it's going to be for the FTW Championship. And Hook is currently the champion. And Hook is Taz's son. And I've seen him in action. I've seen him again. I've seen Hook against Chris Jericho. He gave him the side. He gave him the backflip. About 4 times. That was completely unbelievable. Like, I've seen Brock Lesnar do it to people, but in short angle. But with Hook doing that to Jericho about like 5 to 6 times, that was pretty awesome. But this is going to be FCW rules, because no countouts, no disqualifications, anything goes. Pretty much a hardcore match. I can't wait for that. It's pretty going to be exciting. I mean, will Chris Jericho have his chance of being the champion again on AEW? Or will Hook really be able to show Jericho how he is in FCW rules? Okay, and also there is the AEW International Championship. It was formerly the All-Atlantic Championship. It's Roderick Strong from the Kingdom, which Adam Cole's in charge of, which I don't like, and he's going to go against Kyle O'Reilly. Those two used to be friends, but with Roderick Strong going back with the Kingdom, Kyle O'Reilly is not going to take that. I mean, who knows what he's going to do, but Kyle O'Reilly has to watch out for the rest of the Kingdom, especially Wardlow. I see what Wardlow could do, but who knows what else will happen anyway. Well, there's going to be a lot more matches coming in tomorrow, especially with Adam Cole in a trios match, 3-on-3. But I'll get to more on that tomorrow. I'll tell you all about the results. Well, I mean, not tomorrow, but on Monday. That's for sure. Anyway, let's get on to the feed. Yeah. Okay, so with the feed, here's something that happened during the week. I mean, during the week. Apparently, the guy who was known to be infamous during the trials, but turned to be out to be a media circus throughout the 90s or 80s, or what I call it. O.J. Simpson, who used to be a professional football player, an actor that I know of. He was in the Naked Gun. But also infamous for his murder trial. But he died about several days ago. He died to complications of cancer. It was prostate cancer. Like, it was unbelievable. Like, some people, I don't know how kind of reactions there were to people, but it was surprising. All that I know is that he really did serve his time around. Excuse me? Yeah, he really did serve his time around when he was incarcerated, and not because of that murder trial, because of a robbery he did in 2007 when he was trying to get his stuff back. That I heard, but you know he was serving time around there. But around in like 28, but around like 20. Let's see. Let me think. 2017 or 2018, he was finally released and on parole that day after finally serving time. And so far, he was presiding in Las Vegas. You know, trying to live like an ideal life, like trying to get out of the spotlight and all that stuff. He even had like a TMZ interview. Yeah, I think that happened like around 2019 that I know of. I heard of it, but I never watched it that much. I didn't really watch it. But yeah, he died of prostate cancer that I know of. But man, that is really surprising to hear about. So yeah, one thing about that, South Park Snow Day was actually getting poor reviews out of the gameplay and out of the designs of the game itself. Because this time this time South Park Snow Day was not an open world kind of thing anymore, as in the previous two games. They got back into like the wizard, the warrior wizard thing, Game of Thrones scene, but using more like magic cards this time. Because like that trading card game Magic, that's what I mean. With South Park Snow Day, there were the only places you had to go to and try and fight to get to levels and that stuff. And plus, the gameplay was a little more different. It wasn't like a Final Fantasy style or that kind of stuff. That's what I'm talking about. It was a little weird seeing it like in 3D animation for a little while, but seeing how it was, it did open up in the the regular animated style, but then it went into the 3D kind of style, even though they tried to make the animation idealistic and realistic as possible. Even with the regular voice acting themselves, they had a little bit of a storyline, but it also felt like it was just a little bit too quick. Like it would only be 3 hours or 4 hours long for that game. But yeah, some people I heard decided to return it after downloading it. And with South Park Snow Day, I give it 2.5 out of 5. Now here's the surprising thing. I heard, about Knuckles, Knuckles the Echidna having the spin-off show on Paramount Plus. Now it's going to, but for Sonic, it's going to be released. I think next week or probably on Monday. But either way, for Sonic the Hedgehog 3, Shadow the Hedgehog is going to be the main villain that I know of. And guess who's going to voice him? Keanu Reeves. Oh yeah. Well, the original voice actors are coming back. Ben Schwartz as Sonic. The other voice actor as I forgot that person's name was, but yeah, they're gonna, as well as Idris Elba as Knuckles. But with Keanu Reeves as Shadow the Hedgehog, that's gonna be awesome. Some people made rumors that it might happen, like Keanu Reeves playing Shadow the Hedgehog. I guess probably say that he might have the voice for it. Well, that's all I know got for the feed for right now. And like I said earlier, G4 finally made a post. Ever since it's been almost a year and a half for them. Maybe like I said, there's still a bit of light shining on for G4 TV. And I can't wait to find out what will happen next. Anyway, this has been Revenge of the Show. I'll see you all later next time. And happy 420.
Happy 420, everybody!